In the early 1500s, the lands stretching between Poland and the mighty Ottoman Empire were far from peaceful. They were hunting grounds. Every year, like a recurring nightmare, the Crimean Tatars thundered north on their swift horses. Their mission was brutal and simple: burn, loot, and capture people to sell into slavery.
Ow.
Their blades showed no mercy, and their speed left little hope for escape. One spring, their destructive path led them to a quiet, unsuspecting town called Rohatyn. Here lived a merchant's daughter, a young woman named Alexandra Lasowska. She was awakened not by the morning sun, but by screams that ripped through the dawn air. Smoke, thick and choking, filled her home. Raiders stormed the streets, their shouts echoing in a language she didn't understand. Her father, desperate to protect his family, ushered them into the cellar. He kissed Alexandra's forehead, a final, fleeting moment of tenderness. "Stay here," he commanded, before running out to defend their home. He never came back. The Tatars took everything of value: gold, food, and human lives. Alexandra, filled with a defiant rage, fought back. She struck a soldier, a single act of rebellion. He just laughed, a cruel, mocking sound. "A wild one," he said, pulling the ropes on her wrists even tighter. That was the last time she ever saw her home. For weeks, they marched south, a long, sorrowful procession of captives. They walked barefoot through mud, dust, and thorns. Those who faltered, who stumbled, and fell from exhaustion or despair were simply left behind to their fate. Every night, under a cold, indifferent sky, Alexandra would whisper the names of her family. It was a private ritual, a promise to herself. She swore she would live, if only to keep their memory alive. At last, the grueling journey brought them to the Black Sea port of Kaffa. Here, the true horror of their situation became clear. The captives were treated like livestock, washed, perfumed, and put on display for potential buyers. Alexandra's fiery red hair immediately drew attention, a splash of vibrant color in a sea of despair. "A northern rose," one merchant remarked, his eyes lingering on her, and just like that, she was sold. Her future, her entire life, was sealed with the clink of gold coins and the cold bite of chains. She was forced onto a ship, its destination: Constantinople, the heart of the Ottoman Empire. The sea stretched out before them, vast and endless. While some of the other captives wept openly, consumed by their grief, Alexandra remained quiet. She held on to a single word, a secret flame in her heart: freedom. When the ship finally docked, she saw it the legendary city of the Sultan. Golden domes glittered in the sun, and tall, slender minarets pierced the sky. The captives were led through magnificent marble gates and into the sprawling Topkapi Palace. This was the center of power, the very core of the Ottoman world. Some women were sent to serve various nobles throughout the city. Others, like Alexandra, were chosen for a more specific and far more dangerous destiny: the Sultan's harem. The harem was nothing like the paradise of stories and legends. It was a gilded cage, a world governed by fear, silence, and an unspoken, relentless struggle for power. Here, Alexandra's past was erased. Her very name was taken from her. "You are no longer Alexandra," the head attendant informed her, her voice devoid of warmth. "From now on, you are Hurrem." It means the cheerful one. A cruel irony, to be named for joy in a place of such profound sorrow. That night, sleep offered no escape. Lying in the darkness, surrounded by strangers, Hurrem whispered to herself, a prayer born of desperation. "If God has taken everything from me, perhaps he plans to give something back in its place." It was a flicker of hope in an ocean of despair. In the weeks that followed, Hurrem adapted. She learned the Turkish language with astonishing speed. She studied the intricate rules of the palace, the subtle hierarchies, and the dangerous secrets whispered in the corridors. She learned to smile when she needed to, a mask of pleasantness to hide her true feelings. But she also did something unexpected. She laughed, not a polite, restrained titter, but a genuine, joyful laugh. Her laughter was a disruption, a vibrant sound that echoed through the quiet, tense halls of the harem. It was so unusual that it eventually reached the ears of the Sultan himself. "Who is this girl who dares to laugh so freely in the harem?" Sultan Suleiman asked his aide, intrigued. "A new slave, your majesty," came the answer. "A girl from Ruthania. They call her Hurrem. Suleiman, the most powerful man in the world, smiled. "Then let her laughter echo," he declared. "This palace has been far too quiet for far too long." That single small moment would set in motion a chain of events that would change the course of history. The girl who was once a captive, sold into slavery, was on a path to become Hurrem Sultan, the legal wife of the Sultan, a queen, and the most powerful woman in the Ottoman Empire for a century. But her ascent would be anything but easy. Before glory there would be immense pain. Before power there would be betrayal. And before she could secure her throne, there would be blood. Because in the ruthless world of the harem, every smile hides a secret. And behind every rival, there is a hidden dagger. Thank you so much for watching. If you were captivated by the beginning of Hurrem's incredible story, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what happens next. See you in the next video.